What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are back with episode 13 of the NHL 2005 franchise mode series. And after the issues with my microphone from last episode, we got a new cord, got new everything. So we're all good to go in that regard. I forgot I had broken that cord, so that jumbled up audio from last episode is a one-time thing. But nevertheless, we're back here, episode number 13, and we're playing against, I think this is the first time we've played against a Eastern Conference team, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look here. Yep, we played Boston early on in the season. That was our lone other Eastern Conference team, but we're on a bit of a skid. We've lost 3 of our last 4, 7-5-0 on the season, but taking a look here at Ottawa, they haven't had the best start. They're sitting 24th in the league, but it looks like the league right now itself is pretty packed in standings-wise with all the points. So we'll take a look at the preview, we'll preview the matchup against Ottawa here, and then we'll get right into the game. So taking a look at this matchup, pretty even right now. We have 14 points, they have 10, of course. I think they've played less games. That's probably their 4-3-2. That's 9 games, and we've played 12 already. So we've played 3 more games than they have. It looks like we're a better team overall, but this is pretty much when Ottawa was really good. So they still got Lalim. I think they're about to get Hasek very shortly after this. That's a little nod to NHL 06 coming up. But right now they've kind of struggled. It looks like their division's pretty good to start the season as well, but they're sitting 12th in the conference. We're sitting 7th. They've got a bit more goals against or goals for than us, and they're better goals against. Of course, the power play stuff is a little bit skewed just in these games due to the sim engine, but right now our power play is pretty good. We haven't scored on the last few chances, and our penalty kill is struggling, while Ottawa's power play is very much struggling, and the penalty kill, pretty good so far. I actually kind of spoke out of turn, really. Hasek's already in Ottawa, so I forgot about that. So Hasek in the net for Ottawa in this one, and as I mentioned in the last episode, we're going to Salo in this game. He's going to play at home. That's going to be the big one for him. So here's hoping Salo can come in and get a win, because he's had a really tough start to the season. So I actually just wanted to check one more thing before we got into the game, and that was the power play percentages. We're of course top in the league, but if we take a look around the league here, this was the same issue that we had in the NHL 2004 simulation. We've only got 21 power play opportunities so far this season, while the top team has 138. Depending on how many games they've played 13 games. That's over 10 power plays per game. That's ridiculous. These games used to just be so heavy on the penalties, and I don't understand why. I wish it was a bit different, but yeah. So, I mean, there's a difference of 117 power plays between us and Dallas, who've had the most. So crazy. Yeah, a lot of teams are going to have these. Ottawa has the worst power play in the league, but most teams are in this ridiculously trash territory. Anything 20% and above is considered pretty good. There's only a handful of teams who have that, and most of the teams that do have that have less power play opportunities. So Dallas might be one of the worst teams regardless, but yeah, it's just ridiculous that we've only had 21 opportunities, but at the same time, these games were really messed up in this regard. That's probably why there were so many, 156 times shorthanded for the Washington Capitals, and we've been shorthanded 22 times. So yeah, a lot of teams are going to have a 94% penalty kill like this. It's so ridiculous, but that's the way these games were back in this generation. So we're just going to roll with it. It'll be the same reason why we just kind of discount the power play and the penalty kill statistics in those matchups going forward. But yeah, it's interesting to say the least. So one other thing I meant to change before I got into this game was the strategies. So I played around with them a little bit. They're a little different, more so to stop just having us crash the net on every play. So all 4 lines were like that, so we're going to see pretty much the same game from the entire team over the course of the game. So we've changed that around. I've made some adjustments there, so hopefully we start seeing some different stuff. Other than that, there's nothing really else much to go over. Yeah, let's just jump into this one. We're here in Denver, Colorado. Another home game for the Avalanche coming up here against a visiting Ottawa Senators team from the Eastern Conference. We'll be right back after the anthems. And we're ready to go in this one. Tommy Salo back in the net for the Avalanche. First time since the early portion of the season he has been. One of the top flight offensive teams in the Eastern Conference, the Ottawa Senators, now against one of the top offensive teams so far. Struggling in the last little bit though are the Avalanche. Losers of 3 of their last 4 games. No lineup changes other than Salo for the Avalanche tonight. Here comes Spezza bringing it in. Spezza takes a big hit from foot. Turns the puck over and Tanguay will come back. Tanguay stood up by the biggest player in hockey, Zdeno Chara. Spezza, he'll take a hit. Foot finds Tanguay, who finds Sakic into the zone. Oh, right in, almost got a shot away on Hasek. So Redden's going to bring it up as the line changes on for Colorado. And now for Ottawa as well. Here's Redden. Shot stopped by Salo. Back in front. Spezza's backhand finds its way through. Spezza's got his first of the season. And the Sens take an early 1-0 lead. Not the ideal start that Salo was hoping for coming into this game. And now the response has to be on from Colorado. Nikolitin takes a little bit of a check there from Poche, who gets that shot off. Vanen coming back the other way. Vanen, Svatos, down low to Scrashkins, in front, plays it off to Nikolitin. There's Barnaby, shot, stopped by Hasek and played out. A little bit more patience shown in the offensive zone from Colorado. There's Langfeld getting the one-timer off. Poche back below the goal line. Simpson at the line. Finds Smolinski in front. Good pad stop there by Salo. The puck will come the other way. The speedy Mark Svatos takes a bump, keeps the puck back in front. Nikolitin shot stopped by Hasek. Smolinski will bring the puck back the other way as we're at the midway point of the first period. Langfeld finds Smolinski. Finds Poche back down low, and Peter Schaefer with a redirect right in front finds that one over Tommy Salo, and the Sens are out to a 2-0 lead. Not an ideal start for the Avalanche. They've had some chances down the other side, but nothing going in so far. 2-0, Ottawa. Here comes Sakic, winning the draw right forward. Takes a bump from Chris Phillips. Osa entering the zone. Turned over, there's Hayduk. He's got a step. Hayduk in. Can't get the shot away. And Hasek will pounce onto that puck. On a draw, Forsberg and Spezza. Spezza wins it. You'll find the captain, Daniel Alfredson, on the side. Alfredson stepping around Lyles. Pass over, couldn't find Verata. Here's Solani in, and a penalty shot is going to be called on the hook. It was Wade Redden pleading his case, but to no avail with the referee. Solani one-on-one with Dominic Hasek. Comes Solani down. Shot on. Tried to go 5-hole. Stopped by Hasek. Seven minutes to go in this first period. White will win the draw and find it to Hossa as the Sens bring it out. Hossa stood up by Blake. Over to Sakic. Sakic back the other side. Bumped. Hayduk gets it. He's knocked down by Redden. Back in front. Tanguay hit the post. Oh, he had Hasek down and out. Foot back the other way. He'll play the puck out. Here comes Tanguay. Tanguay crunched along the glass by Chris Phillips. Hossa. Hossa's knocked over by Blake. Blake looking for an outlet. Finds Hayduk. Hayduk. Run over there by Havlat. White finds Hossa on the far wing. Back in. Blake holding his ground in the Avalanche zone as the change is on for the Senators. Chara giving Foot a shove. There's Solani. Albertson checks him off the puck and takes it back the other way. Chara. 6'9" Slovak. There's Spets in front, got a shot away just at the end of the period. And some roughhousing after the period between Forsberg and Barada, but that will end the first period. Goals by Schaefer and Spezza have the Sens up 2-0 in the first period. We'll be back with the second. A one-sided first period for the Senators as we start the second period here. 8-2 the shots for the Sens in favor. In that first period comes Vonanen and gets a shot away right quick. That was the message coming out of the Avalanche locker room to get more shots. Start making Hasek be busy. Vonanen stops up, finds Krasnitz down low, looking for Svatos. Back in front, Nikolic back in or way wide. It's going to come all the way back down to the Colorado zone. Salo was out to play it, but he left it. Schaefer, wraparound stop by Salo there. That's a big save for him early on in the second period. Maybe a risk of being pulled. On the draw, Sakic's going to win it in his own zone and bring it out. Here comes Tanguay. Tanguay stood up by Chara. Over across. Oh, Sakic overskated that puck. Back in front. There's Tanguay getting a shot away. Oh, his second one hits Sakic on the way through and won't get to the net. Tanguay the other way. Nice deep in front. Tanguay shot stopped. Great pad stop by Hasek. Bondra, rather. Peter Bondra. 13:20 to go in the second period here as Hayduk and that top line of the Avalanche bring that puck in, but it'll be turned over and heading the other way was Spezza before the whistle. 4 wins so far in the season for Dominic Hasek in his first season with the Ottawa Senators. White on the draw, he'll win it. Second line, who hasn't had much time so far tonight, comes out. Here's Havlat back in front. His pass finds nobody. Here comes Forsberg. A deke. 2 dekes in. It is hip checked by Chris Phillips there before he could get the shot off. Here's White, stops up, finds Hossa. Hossa over to Phillips. Phillips finds Havlat on that shot that was blocked, and Phillips actually got the rebound in the slot but couldn't get the shot away. Draw to the right of Tommy Salo. Darby Hendrickson gets that puck. Here comes Hall. Hall hit. Knocked off the puck by Poche. Back in. And he takes a big hit and a penalty upcoming. Hendrickson's going to go off. They're going to consider that roughing, as the Sens will have the first opportunity to go to the man advantage in this one. Joel Quenneville not too pleased with the call there. And now a power play opportunity for the Sens. Turned over, and Hayduk's going to bring it back the other way. Hayduk. Forsberg up there, tried to get a shot away. It was blocked. Bondra back in. Picked off by Forsberg, and a 2-on-2 comes back the other way. Forsberg checked off by Redden. Chara stopping up, spins off. Down low to Spezza. Shot stopped, but the rebound off of the Marian Hossa one-timer finds its way back to Spezza, and it's 3-0 Ottawa. Oh, and he batted it right out of the air too. What a play from Jason Spezza on that one. So a 3-0 lead for the Sens here. Konowalchuk right in, gets a shot. It was wide. And just no offense being generated at one end for the Colorado Avalanche in this one. A very quiet building here. Here's Lyles down low into the corner now. Hall. His fourth line comes back out for Colorado, maybe just trying to generate some energy. Alfredson there. Back in front. Shot stopped by Salo, just allowed to walk right on in. Stops up. Here's Hendrickson. Hendrickson, a slap shot. That one was blockered away by Dominic Hasek. Here's Langfeld back the other way. Shot patted away there by Salo. Here's Hendrickson back as this fourth line gets lots of time here. Konowalchuk. Oh, and what a glove stop by Hasek. .219 to go in the second period. Sakic against White on the draw. White will win it. It's turned over, though. Bit of a scramble there for the puck, and the Sens will recover and work their way into the Colorado zone. Here's Hossa to White. Back in front. Havlat shot. Turned, fired. Great stop by Salo. Hayduk back in. Makes a nice move. Shot. Scores! Oh, what a move by Milan Hayduk. And Colorado's on the board late in the second. What a move to get around Phillips there and then sniped it short side real quick with the snapshot. And that's got to feel good on the bench if you're the Avs, who have just struggled mightily to get anything going in this game so far. That'll do it. The end of the second period. A late goal from Milan Hayduk gets this one a little bit closer, but a second goal for Jason Spezza in this one keeps the lead at 2 through 2 periods. We'll be back with the third momentarily. Third period set to go here. The Avs get a goal late in that second period to maybe start climbing their way back into this one, but it's an uphill battle, that's for sure. Scrashtins. In the corner, recovers it, finds Svatos. Svatos entering the zone, stops up, looking for an outlet. He turns it right over to Bondra. Bondra, shot, that one over the net. He was knocked over there as well. Svatos coming back the other way now. Svatos knocked over by Redden. We'll find Bondra at the point and bring the puck out. Comes Peter Bondra, end up against the boards. Alfredson was shoved into the boards by Konowalchuk. Here's Barnaby. Barnaby down low, Nikolitin. Hasek goes and plays that one over to Spezza like he was a defenseman. There's Bondra. The other way. Sakic. Spin move. Tried to get around to Vries. He couldn't. Comes back the other way now. Phillips a slap shot, and that puck right past Salo. An easy one there for the Sens, 4-1. That will likely do it in this game, as that lead just continues to become more insurmountable. 4-1 Phillips gets his first of the season. Korea there, played it back. Roosevelt got a shot away. There's Hossa. Solani, Korea, back in. Oh, he's dropped there by DeVries. Back in front though, Forsberg was tied up, and Havlat will grab the puck and come on out. Here's Havlat. Knocked over and a penalty upcoming. Oh, no, rather a penalty to Ottawa coming. Hossa's going to go off for hooking behind the play. Another opportunity here maybe for the Avalanche to climb their way back into this one. Sakic and Hayduk on the draw. Win it. There's Hayduk, the goal scorer. And he gets run over there by Chara. Here's Blake back in front. Back down low to Sakic, and a couple shots there, and they ring around, and now Bondra's got a short-handed breakaway. Bondra in. Can't get the shot away. Back comes Tonge, who turned it over. Spezza dropped there by Blake. Sakic the other way. Shot. Blockered away there by Hasek. Tried to find down low with Sakic on a pass from Blake, but it was intercepted. Here comes Phillips. He's knocked over. Sakic back the other way. He missed the check there, and Tonge had a lot of chance to load up in the slot, but couldn't get that one past Hasek, who's been dominant so far in this game. Hayduk back in. Hayduk spins, fires, stopped by Hasek. Alfredson back in, shot, gloved by Salo, who will play it out. Voninen coming back with the second unit as the power play is set to expire. Voninen finds Lyles, down low, Solani, Forsberg, shot, stopped, it trickled just wide. Back in front now, Korea, Forsberg. Can't get a shot away, just fine-tuning maybe a little bit too much of the Avalanche now. Solani. Knocked over by Hossa. Simpson had that puck, turned over, here's Korea. Bumped, there's Solani, through. Hooked, no call, and Hasek will just pounce on that one late in the third. So we take a look at Adam Foote's stats, 7 points, all assists so far in the season, and of course, throwing the body like Adam Foote likes to do. Hendrickson on the draw. Blake back down low to Hendrickson, and he's going to score. Darby Hendrickson gets his first of the season off a rebound from a blocked shot, and just to get Hasek down and out, and finally buries that one. So 4-2. A little bit of hope for the Avs here, but so far not good enough for Colorado tonight. 5:29 left in the third. Let's see what they can make of it. Hossa back down the other way. Hossa. Shot. Stopped by Sally. Tonge. Coming back in. Bumped there by... Oh, and back in front. Sakic had an opportunity. He didn't shoot, though. Phillips with a goal in this one. Here's Havlat. Phillips again hit. Back the other way. Here comes Tonge. Tonge. In front, trying to find somebody. Can't. It's picked off by Hossa and brought back the other way. Havlat bumped back in front. Hossa there. Salo makes a big stop. Look at these numbers so far for Salo. He's got a win on the season, but the goals against and the save percentage not even remotely where he'd like it to be. Hossa wins that draw. Back the other way. There's DeVries. He picks the puck back up. Sends it playing keep away right now in the Colorado zone. Roosevelt there finally finds it. Bringing it back the other way. Roosevelt takes a big hit. DeVries has the puck, but Forsberg grabs it. He'll enter the zone. 45 seconds to go. Sakic there. Turned over. Hossa grabs the puck. It's turned back over to Sakic. Shot. Blocked on the way through. Here's Lyles. Lyles' shot blockered away by Hasek, and 30 seconds remain in the period. Havlat. bumped. Salo there, plays it to Forsberg. Last chance now, a goal needed. 2 goals needed. Here's Sakic, back in front. Poked by Phillips, back in front to Hayduk, to Forsberg, nobody's shooting. Back in front, Hayduk, and they just did not realize that they had Hasek down and out twice. No shots coming through. And the story of the game, maybe a little bit too much fine-tuning for the Avalanche. Here's Svatos, doesn't get the shot off. He's knocked down, and time is going to expire here. The Avalanche will lose 4 of their last 5. And give up another one on home ice. This time to the visiting Ottawa Senators. 2 goals from Jason Spezza. A slap shot in the 3rd period. Finds its way past Salo from Chris Phillips. And Peter Schaefer with another one in the 1st period. On the other side, Hendrickson and Hayduk, the goals for the Avalanche. And another tough loss for the Avs on home ice. Blake, your 2nd star. Hendrickson, your 3rd. And Spezza with 2 for the road visiting Sens. That does it for us here in Colorado. The Sens take a 4-2 win on the road against a struggling Avalanche team. For everyone here, we'll join you on the next broadcast. Good night, everyone. So, yet another tough loss. Just not playing well right now. I think it's time to probably start looking at changing the lines up. I don't think we're gonna go back to Abisher in this next one, just because that was absolutely brutal. Like, Salo can't stop anything. I don't know what's going on there, but he is a prime trade candidate right now for us to get something else maybe onto this team. So we might look around the league, maybe for this team to be offensively not scoring. It's just absolute insanity to me. So I'm going to take a look around the league, maybe start thinking of some trade targets to go after, and with Salo as some bait, and then maybe we just got to ride Abisher a lot. So we'll see how that works out, but good news at least is Rob Blake's on a hot streak coming out of that game. So we'll take a look at the emails here, current streaks. It just kind of shows everybody off here. We don't have any cold streaks, which is good. Injury summary. No injuries for us, of course, here. Recent signings. Tyler Bouk in Pittsburgh. Player loves his ice time. Adam Foote seems to be flourishing with the ice time we have been giving him. He seems content where he is right now. Giving him more shifts can only improve his skill set. So I like that email system of, letting you know that the players are actually doing well with their circumstances is pretty good. He's one of the players, though, that I've been thinking about making some changes with. So just because of how, man, they're so good together, though. I've been thinking about moving the Lyles up to the 1st unit and moving Foote down. So I might go ahead and just do that, because I think we need to spread Foote and Blake out. I think they're pretty good on the ice together. They don't really allow much. But spreading these guys out a little bit might be helpful to both. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to put Lyles onto the 2nd pairing, or this 1st pairing rather. And we're going to drop Foote, even though he's loving his ice time. We're going to drop him to the 2nd. And we only really switched the chemistry there by 1. So that's pretty good. Taking a look at our goalies, we're going to put Abisher back in there, and I think we're going to make a change to this 1st line. I'm going to try this out first off. I'm going to put Korea on this first line, and then drop Tonge to the 2nd line, because I've had some worries about Korea ever since he started off this season really hot. Taking a look at his season stats, he has 8 goals and 1 assist so far, and all these goals came in like the first 8 games of the season. So he started off really well, and then just cooled right off. So hopefully maybe jumping him around the lines a little bit can help him. And if you take a look at this Like, all his stats right now are just crazy good. So, hopefully, you know, shifting these guys around can help a little bit for the next game against Anaheim. I'm not sure if we lost our initial game against Anaheim, but we'll go check that. So Anaheim was our first loss of the season, actually. 6-2. I kind of remember that game. We kind of got trounced in that one. So I think that might have been Salo's first game as well. But Anaheim's been doing pretty damn well so far this season. So hopefully we can come back and get a bit of a win here against them. And lastly, just before we end the episode here, we'll take a look at the matchup, of course. It looks like offensively, Anaheim's a lot better than us right now. We're doing a little bit better defensively, and the goaltending matchup is going to be crazy. Even with Jaguar on the road, he's still better than Abisher. So, yeah, it's an interesting game coming up, and not one I'm very confident in. So, we'll see how that goes. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button down below. That helps out a lot. And if you like this content, you want more of it, click that subscribe button down below. And that does it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching again. And as always, I will catch you on the next one.